more, let's bring in Mark Bartelstein. He is the CEO of Priority Sports and Entertainment, which is continually ranked as one of the top agencies in sports and represents about 90 NFL players. One of those is former Jets receiver Brad Smith, who just signed a $15 million four-year contract with the Buffalo Bills this week. And Mark joins us on the phone now from Chicago. Mark, welcome to Bottom Line. Thanks for taking time today. Know it's been pretty busy for you.
Yeah, it's been a busy week, but things are going well.
Yeah,
and we're just keep plugging away here. We got a long way still to go, but everything's starting to come together pretty good.
Well, Mark, Michele was just mentioning some of these numbers, and the way we describe them are eye-popping numbers. Are you surprised at the amount of money that's being spent, or is this just part and parcel of that agreement?
Well, no, I'm not surprised. I mean, there was a number of teams that kind of sort of hoarded their cash last year when there was no salary cap and there was no minimum, and there were teams that went into this free agency period with a lot of money. There were other teams that had to, sort of create cap room by either releasing players or restructuring deals. But, at the end of the day, the NFL teams are very competitive. They've been waiting all off season to get into the market to improve their teams, and so I think there was a rush to get in and do the things you think are going to make your teams more competitive. So it's really kind of what we thought it would be, and it's been an aggressive market.
Well, let's put a number on that if we can, Mark. We like to quantify things at Bloomberg, and obviously not all players are created equal. But, how much more are teams spending on these proven vets now that some of that money has been freed up thanks to the rookie pay scale and the new CBA overall?
Well, I don't know that I would say that they're spending more. I just think that there's, the salary cap is at $120 million, which is really where it was back in 2009. So the cap is sort of leveled off with the new deal. It will go up in future years. So I don't know that we're getting. I wouldn't say that we're really getting much bigger deals than we had in the last couple of years. I think there's just more of them. And because there were so many free agents on the market, you're just seeing a multitude of deals that are coming in every day. I think the deals will actually go up, exponentially in the next 3 or 4 years as the cap starts to rise again. So
do you think that this new CBA overall is treating players more positively, or is it just sort of more of the same?
Well, I think that, this, like I said, the cap is kind of leveled off a little bit here, this first year. I think it will go up substantially in the future, especially when we get to the next TV deal, and as the revenues in the NFL escalate. So I think the deal is a fair deal. I think it's a good deal for the owners. I think it's a good deal for the players, which is at the end of the day what an agreement should be.
Right.
So I wouldn't, I don't think that the deal all of a sudden is riches on the players. I think there's a lot of money in the NFL. The NFL teams make a lot of money, and now that there's a system in place where they can go out and negotiate and get players signed, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, a lot of those TV deals, by the way, coming due. I think 4 of the 5 networks coming due in 2014. Now, I got to ask you about a recent deal, Chad Ochocinco going to the Patriots, raising some eyebrows there. How much does marketability factor into the equation here when you sign a guy like Ochocinco, known for making more headlines maybe than plays, at least in the last year?
Well, I think from the Patriots' perspective and knowing the way they operate, the marketability is not important to them. It's about the player and how he's going to help them win games. So Bill Belichick is all about winning, and he obviously feels Ochocinco is going to come in and give them a big boost in their receiving corps, making plays for them. So I think that's where their head is at. I don't think they're worried about all the marketability of it. They're such a storied franchise right now. It's just about winning.
Mark, we have about 30 seconds left. The rookie pay scale side of this, as Michele was mentioning before we started talking to you, the Panthers still haven't signed Cam Newton. What's going to happen there?
Well, that deal will get done. I think you're going to see, especially at the early end of at the top end of the draft, the players will probably wind up getting 4-year fully guaranteed contracts, and I think that will certainly happen with Cam. The teams are saving a gigantic amount of money under this system versus what the old system was, and so I think because of that, they're going to guarantee the contracts because even the guarantee in many cases is much less than what even the signing bonus was on the old deal. So you'll see Cam, and I think all the first-round picks will get signed in short order.
All right, Mark Bartelstein, CEO of Priority Sports and Entertainment, joining us on the phone from Chicago. Mark, thanks for your time today. Appreciate it. And as always, my colleague Michele Steele, thanks so much. Good to see you. Happy